Simon is a resident, well, he's not a resident of Yeldall Manor, he's a man who's completed our first and our second stages, and he's involved in a new thing that we're piloting. And actually, you know, I'm not even going to introduce it. Si, can you tell us about third stage and what that's all about?
Yeah, hi everyone.
Just tell us about yourself as well.
Yeah, just quickly, it's just really nice to sort of be here. Just listening to people share and like all the different agencies coming together and all the support that goes into recovery. You know, at some point I've accessed loads of different services over time. I haven't always got clean through them, but it's like been little seeds. And I sort of sat there just absolutely cackling myself before I was coming up and thinking, like, this is sort of recovery for me. Do you know what I mean? Standing in a room of people talking, I get so scared about things. And, you know, when I was using, we sort of heard stories, I won't go into all of that, but it was terrible. I was existing, hopeless, I avoided life, I was full of fear, and like recovery now was sort of doing things like this, you know what I mean? Standing up, talking, pushing myself through difficult situations and just trying to live a good life. So yeah, it's amazing to be clean, you know, really amazing. And it's like all the support that goes into getting people into recovery. I think it's amazing. But I'm here to talk about third stage at Yeldall. It's a new sort of social enterprise. It's for people, once they've been through treatment, obviously Yeldall's got a first stage programme and then a second stage programme, and the third stage is for when people have actually left the manor. And the idea is that you can retrain. For myself, I've done several chainsaw courses. I've trained to be a tree surgeon, which a lot of my friends couldn't believe, but you know what I mean? I love it. I've been climbing trees and doing all that sort of stuff, learning landscaping. And the reason I sort of decided to do that is I'd been clean for different periods in my life and I never really sustained it. And like I sort of realised that left on my own devices, you know, I can get up to stuff, I can avoid stuff, I make bad decisions for myself. And on the third stage, it's kind of like you're in, working with other people in recovery and people who support you. And I kind of need that, you know, people that understand what it's like to be in recovery. Like I said, I've learned new skills. We do groups once a week. We go for breakfast every morning, which gets paid for, so that's a big bonus. And we get lunch paid for, so that's another bonus. But it's just an exciting thing, and like, I feel really passionate about it. You know, it's like a project that kind of retrains people after they get clean. It's self-funding, that's the idea. People can train in different areas, catering, they can kind of do tree surgery. There's also a place called Chiswick Woodcraft, so they can learn, you know, wood skills. And it's a bit like, you know, someone's talking about aftercare. It's just people getting together in recovery and kind of living a different way of life. And I'm really enjoying it because it's kind of work, but also there's like a community element to it. And yeah, it's been a blessing for me. Leave it there.
Discussion about how much I've been eating, and I knew it wouldn't be very much. Just to say, I think what I'm excited about with the third stage is we're looking at how we can provide better supported housing for lads after they've finished our programmes. But with the third stage, the sort of design was to flip on its head perhaps the way we've traditionally thought about things, which is to always try and build around a residential solution. And what we're doing with it is primarily, first and foremost, about community, about accountability and relationship, and actually using work and training as a context in which that can happen, not accommodation. But with that then comes this incredible set of benefits in terms of retraining, in terms of preparation for the future. So Si's doing an incredible job of piloting that along with the rest of the team. So the film, I believe, is ready. So here we go.
I was a heroin addict for 10 years.
I was going in the wrong direction.
I lost my wife, my children, my car, my job, my home.
Having all my family disown me.
I had no place to live, I had no family, I had no friends.
I was on a spiral for about 6 months of losing everything.
I just remember thinking to myself, where do I go? What kind of a life life is this, and it would be better if I wasn't here.
Yeldall Manor is a residential rehabilitation centre which for the last 35 years has helped hundreds of men to overcome serious drug and alcohol addictions. Yeldall Manor is all about recovery for life, about men finding freedom from addiction so they can go on to live life to the full. We offer 2 consecutive programmes followed by ongoing aftercare in the community. The first stage combines work and training in the housing grounds, therapeutic groups and one-to-one counselling.
One of the difficulties that men caught in addiction have is that it's almost like their life's on autopilot, so they're doing what they've always done, and it takes an experience like counselling to help them to actually see what's going on here, why am I doing what I'm doing.
So what counselling does, it looks at that deeper problem, it looks at what's going on a deeper level. And counselling is a chance to explore it, it's a chance to link together problem behaviours, problem thinking, where they came from, and giving the individual information so that they can make informed choices and hopefully choose to stop taking the substance of choice and in turn stop the addiction.
Therapeutic groups are essential to the Yeldall Manor programmes, offering residents the opportunity to develop their understanding of addiction and to support one another in recovery.
We have groups where the residents will challenge each other on their character flaws, but also rephrasing their character qualities.
We've also got interactive groups where the guys, there's lots of peer interaction going on, so they're supporting and more importantly challenging each other and helping and loving and caring for each other.
More than anything else, we want to see our residents find genuine freedom from addiction so that they can experience the life that they deserve. Success in long-term recovery is strongly linked to employment, and so we're committed to preparing residents for life in the workforce.
The purpose of the work programme at Yeldall Manor is to get people back into a structured life where they can then go on and take employment. Some of the jobs that we do at Yeldall Manor, working in the kitchen with the chef and working with Roman on the land, myself, we'll train them up in various areas. Some of them will apply to do machine operator posts, for instance, and then we'll train them up on some of the ride-on equipment and the chainsaws, and we will go out and work in the woods and also in the local community, running the school grounds, etc.
The second stage programme aims to give residents the life skills, experience and confidence to move back into society without the need for drugs or alcohol.
The second stage programme lasts 12 to 18 weeks. Like the first stage, it involves work, training, therapeutic groups and counselling. On the second stage, the residents have considerably more freedom to grow in their recovery, reconnect with their families and build new relationships in the community. The work placement is in the community with one of a long list of local businesses with whom we have good partnerships. This placement gives residents the opportunity to develop skills and experience in work, such as retail, garden maintenance, tree surgery, building and catering. When residents complete the second stage, they'll go directly into full-time employment, training or voluntary work, as well as secure accommodation.
Our programmes are open to men of all faiths and none. We'll never impose our viewpoint on anyone. We simply create a context in which residents can, if they want to, explore faith for themselves.
When I came to Yeldall, I already became a Christian. I was in prison and I'd sort of come on this journey and it was a natural progression.
I loved the whole idea about putting away the old and bringing in the new. That for me was fundamental in my whole recovery.
But for people who are not Christians, it's a safe environment and it's not in your face. It's a beautiful place where you can actually grow and become the person you want to be.
Being at Yeldall changed my life, and I firmly believe it will change anybody else's life.
For somebody who's in addiction looking at rehab, I would say if they're looking at rehab, they know they need it. And there's going to be a battle going on inside of them of, do I really need it? And my advice would be, listen to the voice that's saying go to rehab. And don't waste any time.